You are watching an Al Bear review. Cue the music.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Sure happy it is Thursday. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. Everybody, be sure to like, comment, and share. First of all, we got to start the video off with the R.I.P. Nipsey Hussle. You know, I was a Nipsey Hussle fan. I was campaigning, and you know what? I'm gonna say this. I felt like Nipsey Hussle should have. I said at the time, I felt like it should have been Nipsey Hussle or Pusha T to win the Grammy for the best hip hop album that Carter won. That's just how I felt. Still feel that way now. But anyways, oh man, he was killed over the weekend. It was crazy. The police, the LAPD has detained Eric Holder. He's 29. He is associated with the LAPD as being an informant / snitch. The alleged story is, you know, he was at Nipsey's store and, you know, giving his history and all of that stuff like that, working with the police, snitching and all that good stuff. Nipsey asked him to leave. He was just like, you know, he can't be around, around his stuff, around his property, being that he's snitching and yada yada yada. He ain't cool with that. So he asked him to leave. You know, they say he didn't ask him to leave in an aggressive way, but it really don't matter. You know, it's his store. So if he said get your ass up and get out, like you need to go. Like, I mean, you know what I'm saying? When the white people say get up out of here, you go. But anyways, nevertheless, you know, they said he left and he left upset, came back with his gun and, you know, shot Nipsey. I don't know exactly how many times Nipsey got shot, but it was, you know, maybe like 2 in the stomach. It might have been like 5 or 6 times. I don't know. But anywho, so he has been detained. I believe they say they detained him because he checked into a mental facility. And they went and got him from there. But you know, the internet, my friends, co-workers, everybody seems to think that this is a government conspiracy to keep Nipsey from releasing his documentary on Dr. Sebi. I believe I said it right, Sebi. It's SEBI, that's how you spell it. So, anywho, and you know, they basically saying the government used the informant to kill Nipsey and yada, yada, yada. Now, to speak on the document for a minute, Nick Cannon has came out and said that he will make sure that he finished the document that Nipsey was working so hard on. And if anybody don't know anything about Dr. Sebi, you know, he claimed to have found a cure for AIDS back in the 70s or the 80s. You know, way before my time. You know, I wasn't even thought of back then. I wasn't, you know, mommy, I don't know if they were dating. I don't know. Anyway, that's another story for another day. But anywho, you know, he says he found a cure for AIDS. He's he black descent, but I'm sure he was like African or Jamaican or something like that with a last name like Sebi. But he couldn't have been, you know, he could have been from the States. But anywho, you know, people been saying, you know, the government the government killed Nipsey so he couldn't release this, that, and third. My opinion is the government don't give a damn whether Nipsey released this documentary or not, because this documentary is not going to stop the government. It's not going to stop their cash flow. It's not going to stop nothing they do. Reason I believe that, before I go any further, me personally, the only thing I believe about the government is, and I believe this wholeheartedly, that the government put crack into all the black neighborhoods back in the 70s or 80s or whenever crack was originated. I believe that wholeheartedly. There's just so much documented evidence that you can research just on Google. But better yet, you know, you go to your libraries or whatever, do your own research. The government put crack in the, you know, out here. So that's that. But yeah, the reason I don't believe the government I don't believe in conspiracies other than that one, but I don't think that's a conspiracy. I just think that's a fact. But I will say this, the reason that I don't believe it, because, let's be serious. Nipsey released the documentary. What is the documentary really going to change? Let's just think about this for a second. There's still going to be I don't know the exact number, thousands of men and women who still have HIV/AIDS. I mean, so if he released this documentary, all of us is gonna go and beat, throw bricks or start a riot at the White House saying release the cure for HIV/AIDS. We all know that ain't gonna happen. Like, let's live in the real world. Now, do I believe there is a cure for HIV/AIDS? Yes, I believe that the government has, a cure for everything. But but if the government released these cures that they have on ice, how will they make money from these insurance companies? I don't know the exact number of how many Americans have HIV/AIDS, and I'm not gonna look it up because it really ain't none of my business. You get what I'm saying? But when the documentary come out, because Nick Cannon says he's gonna finish it, but the point I'm trying to make is, what's gonna change when the documentary come out? Is the government, is Donald Trump gonna call up whoever the doctor is that got this secret sauce and say put the sauce in the streets? No, like, that's not gonna happen. Donald Trump gonna say, all right, everybody got AIDS, y'all come to DC and line up and we're gonna give y'all the pill. That's not gonna happen. So I just do not buy this whole theory that the government killed Nipsey because of him working on this documentary. That's the first reason I don't believe that this is conspiracy. The second reason is the government is always ahead of the game. You think the government didn't know about Flocka before it hit the streets? You think the government didn't know about coke before it hit the streets? You think the government didn't know about meth before it hit the street? The government, listen, I don't know what the next big drug is gonna be. I really don't. Who's to say in 5 years or 2 years from now, the next big drug is called paint? I don't know. I'm looking at the painting on the wall. Like, they come up with strange names for drugs anyways, but the government already knows. The government, these drugs are somewhat created accidentally, and then when somebody who understands how these drugs impact the body and how it can give you a sense of a high, it's sold to somebody and then it just hit the streets. Like, I don't know. I don't sell dope. I ain't got no marijuana plant. I don't know none of that. But the government already know these things. Like, for you to sit here and think that it's something new on the streets, a new disease, a new drug, a new whatever, and the government has no clue about what it is or how to control it or whatever, no, that's just not true. The government is sneaky. The government is downright dirty. The government knows about all of these things before we do. They are always thousands and thousands of steps ahead of us. And not to get off subject, but you just can't get over on Uncle Sam. You just cannot. If you believe you can get over on Uncle Sam, and well, let's just say this. If you get away with getting over on Uncle Sam, you are one of the very few. Believe that. I'm just telling you. So that's the second reason why I don't believe it was a conspiracy to kill Nipsey. The third reason is, why in the hell would the government hire a crackhead? This man like a whole crackhead to me. Why would they hire a crackhead to kill this man? To me, I can see the LAPD working with a crackhead, because crackheads be knowing to know. You understand? Like, they know who to know, they know what to know, and they know when to know. Like, they know the know. So, but the fans, the government working with a crackhead, that don't even sound believable when I do it. Like, think about this. Hold on. Think about, how would that meeting go? The government, I don't know, secret agency, whoever the government is, I don't even know who the government is that they call in, they inform me, but they call a crackhead in and be like, I don't know, back where I'm from, we call crackheads, crackhead didn't say their name, it's Crackhead Joe over there, or Bob the Crackhead, you know what I'm saying, or Crackhead J, like, that's how we do where I'm from. So, they'll be like, sit down, Mr. Crackhead Joe. There's this individual in your neighborhood that we need gone. Who you talking about there? The dog we talking about there? Who I need to kill, Chief? Y'all know y'all can't see. Crack. No, listen. Let's not look. Bottom line, to me, it's always your own people. A photo surface, a of a group picture with Nipsey and the guy in it. Obviously, the guy hung around Nipsey. He knew him, associated with him, however he was associated with him. It always your own people that got the most hatred for you. That's why you have to make sure that when you're making moves, making progress, that you're doing it for you. You get what I'm saying? Because if you're doing it, there's nothing wrong with bringing along folks. But if you doing it for everybody, then you kind of like run off somebody and they mindset. That's how he felt like Nipsey was running him off. Now it's payback time. You get what I'm saying? And just to switch small topics a little bit, we was talking about. I was at work and we was talking about the whole Nipsey Hussle shooting, and a couple of them believe it's conspiracy, but that's just me. I don't. You know what I'm saying? If y'all believe it was conspiracy, let me know why. And I'm telling you, you can talk me into it. I'm definitely gonna entertain all conspiracy theories, because what better topic of conversation is there than a conspiracy theory? Let's just be honest. At the end of the day, I just believe it's black on black hatred crime. Sad to say, but we were talking about at work, and I don't know why I'm about to talk about this, but it's just so entertaining. Okay, so now that Nipsey passed, there is rumors that him and Lauren London secretly were married in Mexico some time ago, a year or 2 years ago. But who does his assets go to? Great question. Let me tell you why it's a great question. Now, first of all, you can do the research yourself. Lauren London is worth about just as much, if not more, than Nipsey. I believe they both, net worth of somewhere around 8 million or something like that. You know what I'm saying? But anywho, who gets his assets? Because I don't know if they married. He has 2 children, one with her and one with another, woman, but they are underage, so somebody gonna be in charge of his finance. Now here's the topic of conversation, and it's kind of cool topic when you think about it. If his mama get, his finances and, all of his businesses or whatever the case is, will she give some of those funds to Lauren? Is the question. And vice versa. Let's just say Lauren gets them, and the biggest reason I raised this question, because I said, man, I believe, that when you make it big, you retire your mom. You be like, mama, you ain't got to work another day in your life. But then if something happened to you, such as Nipsey, and you married, and now all of your assets going to your wife, is it your wife's responsibility to look out for your mom now that you're gone and you receiving all the monetary benefits of, his business or whatever the case is? It's an interesting conversation to think about, because Lauren, she got 2 kids, even though one is not Nipsey's, but if she receives his finances, is she entitled to make sure his mom is still good? Because I'm telling you, I'm gonna retire. I become a multi-millionaire. Mama's sitting back. But if his mama get the money, will she give Lauren the money? It just one of them situations where you just got to hope that it's a good relationship between the both. Because if it ain't, you ain't getting no money either way. I don't know. It was just a good thought. I don't know, because I'm trying to think as a man. I don't know. Men probably wouldn't. I would. I still make sure my woman mama get her monthly stipend, but who'd say women would? Or who'd say men would? Men probably wouldn't. The only reason why I do it, because I feel like, that that's what she would want me to continue to do type thing. But just because somebody feel like it, don't mean they gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It's just something to think about. But anyways, moving on. Earlier this week, the Beehive came at Omar Hardwick, aka Ghost. I know y'all seen the video. They was at the NAACP Image Awards, and he greeted Beyonce with not 1, but 2 kisses. Now, me personally, you know what I'm saying? You get a chance to kiss Beyonce once, better yet twice. With Jay-Z standing right there, oh man, that just let me know that Jay-Z watch power. Cause I don't see no other man, I don't know, that's a little weird when you think about it, cause I don't know how I would feel if a man come around me and kiss my woman, I don't care if it's on the cheek or not, I'd be like, nah, I just give her a hug, she'll need them dirty ass lips on her. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, maybe that's just how I feel, I don't know. But they family, you know, that's one thing. But anyway, the Beehive came at him, you know, and Beyonce did not call him off. They were going at him saying, you know, you made Queen Bee so uncomfortable. You can see the look on her face, and men always overstepping their boundaries and yada, yada, yada. I don't really know how I feel about this. I you know what? I'm gonna stay in this lane, and this is the lane I'm gonna stay in. It's interesting to me that Beyonce didn't call off the Beehive. Let me tell you why. Because I believe she agreed with the majority of the points that they were making. You know, that second kiss probably had her feeling uncomfortable and like, you know what I'm saying, what is this nigga doing? Like, he don't see Jay right there? You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe that, or maybe she was just mad at Jay. I don't know. So her not calling off the Beehive make me feel like she kind of feel how, you know, the Beehive was coming in, right? The second thing I want to address is, who's to say he didn't reach out in public through text or old-fashioned phone call and express his deepest apology. Apology, I said it right. But even still, if he called and apologized, she still didn't call the Beehive off. And she could have just made one statement, but she didn't. So I just let me know, you know what I'm saying? Either one, two things. Beyonce just sitting back like, Queen Bee. You know what I'm saying? You know, they gonna ride for me. As you can see, I ain't even got to say nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, they doing all my dirty work for me. And she feel that way. Or she just feel like, you know, he deserve all this because he did too much. Like, I don't think Beyonce feel like he didn't do too much. I feel like she probably feel like he did too much with the second kiss. But even still, like, you got to be somebody to get close enough and hug and give Beyonce a kiss. So, I don't know. It was just a weird situation. You know, he did too much, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? The first kiss was enough. The second kiss, bro was trying to go for them lips on the sly. You know what I'm saying? That's just like, I mean, you know, Beyonce nice, you know what I'm saying? But she ain't, you know, she ain't for me. You know, she not. I like Kelly. I think Kelly is the best looking piece of melanin from Destiny Child. Lord, Kelly Rowland look good. But that's what I think, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I prefer Rihanna and Kelly Rowland over Beyonce. But anyway, you know, the Beehive came from her. She didn't call them off. So that let me know that, you know what I'm saying? At least to me, that that let me know, feel like I know that she feels the exact same way about him in that extra. She probably was sitting there that whole entire night like, I know this Negro just did, like, he did too much. That probably ruined her night. Who knows? But, you know, that was that. And you know, wasn't really too much that happened, you know, throughout this week that caught my attention. I can tell you what didn't catch my attention this week before I go any further, is the fact that I have not seen any mention of Cardi B losing any type of endorsement or sponsor or anything in the news. So I'm very sure that will blow over. That's what I did not see and I was waiting to see. But last but definitely not least, Diddy, P. Diddy, Sean Diddy, Puff Daddy, whatever you want to call him, he went on Instagram talking about how he wished he should have married his ex-girlfriend, Kim Porter. And that's her name, Kim Porter. And he was answering questions from his Instagram, I guess, friends, followers, who basically was like, why you ain't asked her to marry you? You waited too late to want it. She dead now, and whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. Man, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I you know what? I want to be on Diddy's side, so I'm going to be on Diddy's side. Let that man grieve how he want to. And I can admit, Diddy is in his 50s. He too old to be grieving on Instagram. I agree. Diddy need to be grieving at his house, on his sofa, watching TV, laid up. He too old to be grieving on Instagram. That's what these new kids do. Somebody die, they put it on Instagram. Somebody get married, they put it on Instagram. They run right to social media, and Diddy, you too old for that. But nevertheless, let that man grieve how he wants to grieve. Don't be coming at him saying it's too late. he should have did this, he should have did that. He know now. Although now it is too late. Have you not ever lost someone or something and realized how much it or that person meant to you? But it's too late, they gone or it's lost or whatever the case is. Like, man, well, the people can be so mean. But at the same time though, Diddy, I know why you ain't married. Diddy had J-Lo. Diddy was dating J-Lo and it was some other, Diddy, I don't know, who was after J-Lo? Now, J-Lo was back in the day. But he did date Cassidy. Diddy done had some women, man. Cassidy, whoever. Diddy done had some women. So, saying all that to say, a man of choices is not a man of settling down. I forgot that. I want to use the word. But Diddy got so, even at the age that he at now, he still has choices with women, and I just don't see him settling down. I say all the time, men who become rich, and this is not the majority. This is not, but it is pretty close to the majority. I say all the time that men who become rich, and especially men who rich and become famous, they shouldn't get married. They shouldn't. And I applaud those who don't, because it's just too many cases where we see men who, are rich and have this high status. They cheat. They don't care. They cheat again. They don't care. Prime example, he ain't as famous, but, Wendy Williams' husband, you know what I'm saying? He doing his thing out here, and he don't care what we say or do. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that's a different story, But, like I said, I don't know. It's just one of my beliefs that I just believe a man who is rich, status, fame, celebrity, or whatever it is, I just feel like they shouldn't be married, because men, I'm sorry, a man's weakness is a woman, and that's sad. Like, they walk into a room and they identify women. They be going to a business meeting, the first thing they gonna identify is, ooh, she look nice, she look good. Now, if she non-attractive, I'm here to sign these papers and get my check. But if she look good, I'm just telling you, man, it's just something about men and women. I guess that's why we'll put here for each other. You hear what I'm saying? But anywho, yeah, man, Diddy just grieving. I don't know. It's weird. You know what I'm saying? He lost, Kim gone, and now he got to be, I guess, the primary guardian for, I don't know which one of them boys Kim's on. I really don't. Diddy got a couple kids, and I ain't even sit up here and lie to you like I know. I believe it's the one, King, the one who doing the records right now. But, he grieving. And like I say, he in his 50s. I don't know why he grieving on social media, because that's just not what 50-year-olds do. But nevertheless, he grieving. I deserve, you know what I'm saying? I don't deserve, but he deserved to, do that, in whichever way he feel necessary, as long as it don't become a danger to him or anything like that. But that was pretty much it for this week, man. The big story, everybody's still talking about Nipsey. Everybody's sad for Lauren, and it just seemed like, I ain't really been keeping up with Lauren London like that in her dating circle, but any woman that date Lil Wayne messed up. Hey, any woman that date Lil Wayne is messed up. So it just kind of goes to show you, excuse me. But anyway, like, it just goes to, she been through so much with men. She done had her share of men who ain't nothing, just no good. Only thing they good for is a whole bunch of lying. And then it seemed like when she found her soulmate, somebody that, she is supposed to be with, he just snatched away from her. It don't feel fair. It don't feel right. So we definitely feel her. But the sad part about it is, even in moments like that, that's life. Life is just not fair. And that's the hardest thing to wrap our heads around when it comes to thinking about life. Because life is just not fair. Why does this happen to me? Why is it always happening to me? Like, it's just hard to realize that life is not fair. And I don't think we ever come to the realization to understand that life really isn't. But anyway, that's all I have, guys. If you're new to the channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Everyone else, be sure to like, comment, and share. And I'll see y'all next time. I'm out. Peace.